कुंज बिहारी यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजन जमुना तीर बनचारी जमुना तीर बनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजन यमुना तीर बनचारी यमुना तीर बनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय स्वाहा परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी भगवान की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय। रामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाचार्य गौर भक्तमंड की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीप धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। जमुना माई की जय। गुरु द्वारका धाम की जय। स्वामी तो भक्तविंद की जय। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू जेसस मेरी। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू जेसस मेरी। थैंक यू वेरी मच। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
पुरुषोत्तमस्य
भावासहित विरहं पुरुषोत्तमस्य
प्रेमावलोकरुचिरस्मितवल्गुजल्पै
प्रेमावलोकरुचिरस्मितवल्गुजल्पै
स्थैर्यं समानमहरन् मधुमानिनीनां
धैर्यं समानमहरन् मधुमालिनीनाम्
रोमोत्सवो मम यदन्घ्रिविटङ्किताया रोमोत्सवो मम यदन्घ्रिविटङ्किताया. Translation. Who can therefore tolerate the pangs of separation from that Supreme Personality of Godhead? He could conquer the gravity and passionate wrath of his sweethearts like Satyabhama and others by his sweet smile of love, pleasing glance and hearty appeals. When he traversed the earth's surface, I would be immersed in the dust of his lotus feet, and thus would be sumptuously covered with grass, which appeared like hairs, standing on me out of pleasure.
काबासहित विरहं पुरुषोत्तमस्य Purushottama. Purusha and Prakriti, there are two words. Prakriti means enjoy or the energy, and Purusha means the enjoyer and or the powerful. So we are Prakriti. We living entities, we are Prakriti. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Prakriti me para vidhi. Aparayam itastu prakriti me prakriti vidhi me para. So, Purusham Shasatam, Krishna is the Supreme Person Enjoyer, Purusha. Purusha has got different features, personal expansion, personal feature, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, expansion feature also two kinds. Shangsha Vibhinna. His personal expansion and separated expansion. We are all separated expansion, Vibhinnans, small particles. Just like the sun, we are, the sun sign means combination of what is called sparking molecules, very small. This sun sign means they are not homogeneous. They are small particles shining part and parcel of the sun. Similarly, we living entities, we are like that. A small particle, part and parcel of God. So we are also brightening, shining. We are not dull. But on account of our combination with the material nature, we have been covered. Therefore, our shining quality is now stopped. Shining quality is now stopped. That is our forgetfulness about our relationship with the Supreme Purusha, Purushottama, Uttama Purusha. Uttama, Madhyama and Adhama. There are three grades of Purusha. We are the lowest grade, Adhama. So because we are Adhama Purusha, therefore there is chance of our brightness being sometimes covered. But we can again revive our brightness and shine with the Supreme Person. As the sun and the sun shine, they are together shining. There is light. Similarly, when we are again posted in our own constitutional position, and Krishna is like the sun, and we are shining particles, then our life is successful. That is one thing. Therefore Krishna comes, the Purushottama, to take us back. Why you are now covered, your shining is stopped, you are morose, you are suffering, threefold miserable condition of material existence. Why you are rotting here? sarvadharman parityajya mamekam saranam vraja. Krishna comes himself. He is within everyone's heart. He is instructing. He is ready to instruct, but he will only instruct to such persons who have engaged themselves in devotional service. Krishna is there, just like the master is there, and many workers are there also. The master speaks to the important persons, not to the ordinary person. Similarly, the master is there in everyone's heart. Ishara sarvabhutanam nirdeshe arjuna tishtati. Brahmayan sarvabhutani jantrarurani maya. Whatever we are getting for our sense enjoyment, that is with the sanction of the Purusha, the Supreme Person. The Paramatma feature is Madhyama Purusha. He is Purushottama. Purushottama is the Supreme Person. And the Supreme Person, by his expansion as the Super Soul, is present in everyone's heart. Ishara Sarvabhutana. He is guiding as friend. He is guiding as friend. But he speaks directly with the living entity as soon as we are purified by devotional service. Tesam satatujuktanang bhajatang pritipurvakam. That qualification we have to attain. Then Krishna, Purushottam, will speak from within. Just like he spoke from within of Brahma, Tene Brahma Rida Adikavai. We have to become qualified to talk with the Supreme Person, and he will give us advice. He is giving us advice. He is ready to give us advice. From within and from without. From within as Super Soul, and from without as the spiritual master. Therefore it is said, Guru Krishna Kripa Paya Bhakti Lata Bij. Both things are required. Guru and Krishna. If we are sincere, if we actually want Krishna, Krishna is within your heart, he will help you in meeting the spiritual master, his representative, and by the instruction of the spiritual master, he will develop more and more your Krishna consciousness, your original position. This is called devotional service or Bhakti Lata. Bhakti Lata Bij. Just like one small creeper. First of all, to sow the seed and water it, then gradually it sprouts and gradually grows. Similarly, by the mercy of Krishna and his representative, Guru, spiritual master, you get the seed of Bhakti Lata, devotional service, and if you sow it within the heart, Mali haiya sei bij kore aropon. Just like if you take a seed, nice seed, and if you sow it and pour water little, then it will grow and it will become a big tree or big creeper and give you the fruits. You will enjoy it. Similarly, the Bhaktilata beach is given by the spiritual master in cooperation with Krishna. That is initiation. This initiation arrangement means sowing the seed of devotional service. Now, if you think that after getting initiation, I have become perfect, now again, whatever nonsense I was doing, I shall go on doing it. Then it will be useless. It will be useless. Suppose if you get a seed, if you don't take proper care, water it nicely, then it will not grow. It will be stunned there. You have to take mali haiya sei beej kore aropo. Savan kirtan jale karo esecho. So this initiation means by the mercy of Krishna, through his agent, the spiritual master, you are getting the seed of Bhaktilata. So you have to take care of yourself by the instruction. Not that now I have got a spiritual master and I have got the initiation, my business is finished. Let me do or nonsense. No. This initiation process, we take promise from you that no illicit sex, no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication. Before the fire ceremony means fire is also representation of Jagga Purush. And through fire, the Jagga Purush is Purushottam. So there is fire, there is spiritual master, there is Shastra, there is Krishna. Before they are all witness. Just like before the High Court judge, you promise, yes, I will speak. Whatever I will speak in this court, it is all truth. So this promise the judge knows and he gives his judgment on that. Similarly, these promises must be kept, otherwise it will be useless. That is your business. The same thing. Guru Krishna, by the mercy of Guru, by the mercy of Krishna, you get the thing. Now to use the thing properly, that will depend on you. Guru Krishna kripaya paya bhakti lata bij. I can give you a very nice thing, but you will keep it locked up in your treasury and never use it. Then what will you do? Mari haiya sei bij karo eropo. You have to sow it and pour water and see that it is nicely growing. It is nice, that is very nicely described in Rupasikha. Mali haiya sei bij karo eropo. So don't think that after the official ceremony of initiation, your business and my business is finished. No, the business begins. It is not the finishing, it is the beginning. So if you don't go further, Adu Gurvasram, the beginning is to take shelter of Guru. That is the beginning. And Adu Gurvasram Sadharma Parichya. Then the student must be very inquisitive. Sadharma Parichya. Sadhu Marganu Gamanam. You'll find all these things in instruction in the Nectar of Devotion. They are there. So, Today some of you are going to be initiated. This is the beginning of your spiritual life. But if you don't take care for further development, then that is up to you. You may fall down because Maya is very strong. Maya will place so many impediments. She does not like that so easily you go back to home, back to God. That is Maya's business. Just like police. Police business is to see the criminal that is actually he is in his original consciousness to become law-abiding citizens. Otherwise police will go on punishing him. That is police out there. Similarly, this Maya is the police agent. Her business is to chastise you. Every moment. This is going on. Eirupe brahmanda bhramite kono bhagwan. So, this material life means within the jurisdiction of Maya, and she is always punishing us. অনাদি বহির্মুখ জীব কৃষ্ণ ভুলি গেলা অতএব মায়া তার গলায় বাঁধিলা because we have tried to forget Krishna that is not good for us. That is also explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Joyesam purusham sakshat atma prabhavam ishwaram avajananti na bhajanti sthanat bhrashta patantadha. I'll give you a practical example. Just like this finger is part and parcel of my body, your body. But if it becomes diseased, then it cannot act as my finger. It becomes a source of pains only. Then sometimes doctor advises, physician or the surgeon, that unless you cut off this finger, the whole hand will be poisoned. Then you have to cut off to save the other fingers. Similarly, we are all part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. When we become disobedient or diseased, to become disobedient to God means that is diseased condition. Because we have to become obedient to somebody. Even of our so-called disobedient stage, don't care for God. All right, don't care for God, but care for somebody else. That is obligatory. You cannot say that I don't care for anybody. That is not possible. If you don't care for God, then you have to care for somebody else. If you don't care for the state law, then you have to take care of the police department. You cannot say that I am independent. That is not possible. So, our position is forgetting God. We are being kicked out constantly by Maya. The Maya has given us the senses, and the senses are dictating us, do this, do that, do this, do that, and we have become servant of our senses. So, two things are there. You are servant by constitution. You don't think that you are master. But when you forget or give up the service of the law, then you become servant of your senses or mind. This is your position. So when you voluntarily again give up the service of the senses and surrender to the master of the senses, Rishikesha. Krishna's another name is Rishikesha. Rishika Isha. Rishika means senses. Senaya rubhayar madhye rathasthapaya me achyuta. Achyuta and Rishikesha Tadakarna. There is one word, Rishikesha. So, Rishikesha is the master of senses, Krishna. So when in our present condition we have forgotten our master of senses, but we have taken senses as our master. This is our position. We have forgotten the master of the senses, but we have accepted the senses as our master. So this has to be purified. Not to become the servant of the senses, but to become servant of the master of the senses. Then you also become master of the senses. That purificated process is called devotional service and bhakti. That is described in Narad Mantra. Sarvopadhi vinirmuktam tatparatena nirmalam. Now, how we have become the servant of our senses? On account of so many designations. I am American, I am Indian, I am Hindu, I am Muslim, I am Christian, I am this, I am that, and so many designations. So designation means to become servant of the senses. Designation means to become the servant. So we have to forget our designation. From this initiation point of view, everyone should consider that I am no more American, I am no more Indian, no more these or that. No, I am Hindu, he is Christian. I am servant of Krishna. Then you become designation, less. I am servant of Krishna, Jive Sarupa Nitya Krishna Das. Then you become designation, less. And immediately purify. Sarvapadhi vinirmuktam tatparita nirmalam. Nirmalam means spotless. When the spotless becomes spotless, then Rishikena, you have got your senses. Then your senses are engaged in the servant of the master of the senses. That is called bhakti. Rishikena, Rishikesha, Sevanam, Bhakti Ruchyate. So these things are all very elaborately, nicely explained in our books. So those who are going to be initiated, they should take it as a vow, not to fall down again. Catch Krishna's lotus feet very tightly, and you will not fall down. Mamiva ja prapadanti, mayami tang taranti. So, be determined. Don't make it a farce that today I am initiated and tomorrow again I give up everything and again grow my hair and then go to the hell. No, don't do that. If you want to be serious, then the path is clear for going back to home. Manchabhya vicharini bhakti yogena jaseva sagunam samatitayitan brahma bhuyaya khalpati. As soon as you engage yourself in devotional service, you become purified of all material contamination. Sagunan samatitayitan. We are being troubled by the three modes of material nature. But if we stick to our devotion and service, it is not very difficult to follow the four regulative principles, no illicit sex. There is no question of stopping sex, but no illicit sex. Unfortunately, they are so unfortunate that although they have got their wife, they go to another girl. And although the girl has one husband, she goes to another. So unfortunate. These things should be stopped if you want to be serious. Otherwise make a fuss and give whatever you like. I cannot give you protection. That is not possible. So you must have to follow these rules and regulations if you are serious. Then take initiation. Otherwise don't make fuss. Don't make fuss. That is my request. One has to be very determined. Bhajanti mang dhirabrata. This word is used in the word. Dhirabrata. Strong determination. Yes. In this life I shall go back to home, back to God. This is determination. And what is the difficulty? No difficulty. Chants Hare Krishna mantra. You are taking the beads, 16 downs. It can be finished at most 2 hours or 3 hours. So you have got 24 hours. If you want to sleep, of course, 23 hours, that is another thing. You have to minimize your sleeping. If you cannot finish 16 downs, then you must not sleep on that day. You must not eat. Why don't you forget to eat? Forget. Why do you forget chanting Hare Krishna? This is negligence, aparad, offense. Rather, you should forget your sleeping and eating and must finish 16 downs. This is called determination. This is called determination. So, you are welcome to take initiation, but if you are neglectful, if you want to make it a fast, that is your business. I cannot give you any protection. Thank you very much.
Canto, 8th chapter, text number 27, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on the 19th of April, 1973, in Los Angeles, California.
So, Nava Akinchana Vitta, materially impoverished. This is the first qualification of a devotee. One who does not possess anything of this material world, he simply possesses Krishna. That is Akinchana Vitta. Akinchana means one who has lost everything of material possession. Because if you have got a small tinge of idea that I want to become happy materially in this way, so long you have to accept a body. The nature is so kind that in whichever way you want to enjoy this material world, she will give you a suitable body under the direction of the Lord. The Lord is situated in everyone's heart, so He knows everything, that you still want something material, He will give you. Yes, you take it. Krishna wants that you get full experience that by material gain you'll never be happy. This is Krishna's business. There is full freedom. Although you have got minute quantity of freedom, because we are part and parcel of Krishna, Krishna has got full freedom, but the freedom quality is there in me, because I am part and parcel of Krishna. The chemical composition. The drop of sea water has got a drop of salt also. Although it is not comparable with the salt containing in the sea water, but the salt chemical is there. This is our understanding. Janmadasya jata. Whatever we have got in minute quantity, the same thing in fullness is there in Krishna, in fullness. Just like Krishna says, Mritus sarva harascha aham. Now we have got a propensity to take others' things. You can say it is stealing. We have got that propensity. Why? The Krishna has got. Krishna is known as the butter thief. the beginning, the thieving, stealing. So unless that stealing propensity is there, how I can get? But Krishna's stealing and my stealing is different, because I am materially contaminated. Therefore my stealing is abominable. Whereas the same stealing in the spiritual absolute platform is so nice, very enjoyable. Mother Jasoda is enjoying the activities of stealing by Krishna. That is the difference. Material and spiritual. Any activity spiritual, that is all good. And any activity material, that is all bad. This is the difference. Here the so-called morality, goodness, they are all bad. And in the spiritual world, the so-called immorality is also good. That you have to understand. Just like to dance with others' wife at dead of night, this is immoral. Everyone knows, at least in the Vedic civilization, it's not allowed. A young woman is going to another young man at dead of night to dance with him. This will never be allowed in India. Still, it is private. But we find that all the gopis, as soon as they heard the flute, immediately they came. So from material conception, it is immoral. But from the spiritual concept, it is the greatest morality. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Ramya Kachid Upasana Brajavadhu Varga Bija Kulpita. Oh, there is no better mode of worship than what was conceived by the Brajavadhus, the damsels of Vrindavan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very strict about women. In his family life also, he never played any joke with women. He was very joking. But all with men, he never played any joke with women, no. Perhaps only once he played joke with his wife, Vishnupriya. When Sachimata was searching after something, she simply played a joking word, maybe your daughter-in-law has taken it. That is the only joking we find in his whole life. And he was very strict. No woman could come, when he was sannyasi, could come near him to offer the obeisance. They would offer obeisance from a distant place. But he says, Ramma Kachid Upasana Brajavadhu Vargavi Jakul. He says that there is no conception of worshipping better than what was conceived by the Brajavadhus. And what was the Brajavadhus' conception? That they wanted to love Krishna at any risk. So this is not immoral. That we have to understand. Anything in relationship, just like Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj is standing and his father is being killed. Is it moral? Would you like to see your father being killed in your presence and you stand, you don't protest? Is that moral? Nobody will approve it, that this is moral. No. But actually it so happened that Hiranyakashipu was being killed. The picture is here. And Prahlad Maharaj is trying to guard the killer. My dear Lord Killer, you take this garland. You are killing my father. You are very good boy. You see? This is spiritual understanding. Nobody will sanction that if you cannot protect your father, you must protest. You must cry that here is my father is being killed, come on, help. No. He is prepared with the garland. And when he was killed, he said to Nrsimhadev, my dear Lord, now my father is killed, so everyone is happy. You now wind up your angry mood. Nobody is unhappy. He said this very word, Modeto sadhurapi Vishchikasapahutya modita sadhurapi. A sadhu, a saintly person, never approves that one should be killed. Never, never. Even an animal, a sadhu does not approve. Why animal should be killed? That is sadhu's business. But Prahlad Maharaj says, modita sadhurapi. A sadhu, a saintly person, is also pleased when a scorpion or a snake is killed. They are also living entity. A sadhu is never satisfied seeing another living entity being killed. But Prahlad Maharaj says, even a sadhu is pleased when a snake is killed or a scorpion is killed. So my father is just like snake and scorpion. So he is killed, therefore everyone is happy. Everyone. Such demon who simply troubles the devotees, such demon, very dangerous demon. So when such demon is killed, even saintly persons are satisfied. All the saintly persons, they do not want anybody should be killed. So Krishna is akinchana vitta. One who has lost everything materially. For him, Krishna is the only solace. So Krishna is so kind that if anyone wants material prosperity and at the same time wants to become a devotee, that is stated in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, that somebody wants me, at the same time he wants material prosperity, he is a fool. He is a fool. Therefore, people are very much afraid coming to Krishna consciousness. Oh, my material prosperity will be finished. Because they do not want that. They want to stick to, generally they go to church, go to temple for material prosperity. God give us our daily bread. This is material prosperity. Or give me this, give me that. But they are also considered as pious because they have approached God. The atheist class, they do not approach. They say, why shall I approach God? I shall create my wealth. By advancement of science, I shall be happy. They are duskritina, most sinful. One who says like that for my prosperity, I shall depend on my own strength, my own knowledge. They are duskritina. But one who thinks that my prosperity depends on the mercy of God, they are pious. They are pious. Because after all, without sanction of God, nothing can be achieved. That's a fact. Tavattanuvridhang tatupekshitana. That is our statement. That we have discovered so many counteracting methods for diminishing our distressed condition. But if it is not sanctioned by God, this counteracting proposition will fail. The example is, just like you have discovered nice medicine, very qualified physician, that's all right. But when a man is sick, ask the physician, can you guarantee the life of this patient? He will never say, no, I can do it. I cannot do that. I try my best. That means the sanction is in the hand of God. I am simply an instrument. If God does not like that you should live, then all my medicines, all my scientific knowledge, medical knowledge will fail. The ultimate sanction is Krishna's. They are the foolish person, they do not know. Therefore they are called mura, rascals. That whatever you are doing, that is very good. But ultimately, if it is not sanctioned by God, by Krishna, this will be all failure. They do not know that. Therefore they are muras. And a devotee knows that whatever intelligence I have got, I may try to become happy. If Krishna does not sanction, I will never be happy. This is the distinction between devotee and non-devotee. So, Krishna says that anyone who is trying to approach me to become Krishna conscious. At the same time, he wants to become materially happy. He is not very intelligent. That means he is wasting his time. Our main business is how to become Krishna conscious. This is the main business of human life. But if we waste our time for material improvement and forget chanting, then that is loss, great loss. So such mentality, Krishna says, Ami bigga tare kano bishay dibo. So this rascal is asking some material prosperity from me by discharging devotional service. Why shall I give him material prosperity? Rather, whatever he has got, I shall take it out. Yes. It is not laughing. When it is taken away, we become very morose. But that is the test. That is stated by Krishna himself to Yudhishthira Maharaj. Tasaham manigrinami harishetad dhanam sanai. Yudhishthira Maharaj indirectly inquired from Krishna that we are completely dependent on you and still we are suffering materially so much that our kingdom is taken away, our wife is insulted, you are attempted to be burned in a house. So Krishna said, yes, that is my first business. Jasaham anugrinami harise tadhanam sanai. If I specially favor anybody, then I take away all his sources of income. Very dangerous. Yes. I have got my practical experience in this connection. Yeah. That is Krishna's special favor. I do not wish to narrate, but it is a fact. It is a fact. My Guru Maharaj ordered me, when I was 25 years old, that you go and preach. But I thought, first of all, I shall become a rich man and I shall use that money for preaching work. So, that's a long history. I got good opportunity for becoming very rich man in business. And some astrologer told me that you should have become like Birla. So there was some chances, very good chances. I was manager in a big chemical factory. I started my own factory. The business was very successful. But everything was dismantled. I was forced to come to this position to carry out my order of my Guru Maharaj. Akinchana Vidya. When everything was finished, then I took Krishna, that you are the only. Therefore Krishna is Akinchana Vidya. When one becomes finished of all his material opulences, then now I am realizing that I am not lost, I have gained. I have gained. That's a fact. So, to lose material opulences for Krishna's sake is not loss. It is the greatest gain. Therefore it is said, Akinchana Vidya. When one becomes Akinchana, nothing to possess, everything finished, then Krishna becomes the only richest for such person, because he is devotee. Just like Narottam Das Thakur says, Aha Prabhu Nanda Suta, Vrishabhanu Suta Juta, Koruna Karaha Eiba. Narottama Daso kahe na theliyo ranga paye, tumi bina ke ache ama. This position. Krishna, accept yourself. I have nothing to claim. I have nothing, no position. So don't neglect me, because you are my only position. This position is very nice. When we do not depend on anything material, simply depend on Krishna. That is first class position of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, Krishna is addressed, Akinchana Vittaya. When one becomes impoverished materially, you are the only wealth, Akinchana Vittaya. Nama kinchana vitta. Nirvitta guna vitta. The result is that when one takes you as the only possession, immediately he becomes free from the activities of this material nature. Thank you very much.